Hi guys, welcome to Well Done Cooking Classes. My name's Celeste and I'm one of the chefs and owners here. And today I'm going to show you how to chop an onion and also how to use a steel. Alright, so before we get started, we're going to use our steel today. And everyone has one of these in their knife blocks, but they rarely ever use them. But this is very important. You always want to use this before you get ready to chop. So, for those of you who are right-handed, you're going to grab your steel and you're going to put it in your left hand. And then you're going to grab your knife, and you always want to hold your knife where it's balanced. So if you can take your knife and actually kind of balance it on your finger, just kind of like that, well then that's where the balance point is on the knife. So all you need to do is simply grab that with your index finger and your thumb, pinch those two together, and then you can roll it around your hair. So to start off, using our steel, we've got our hand properly on the knife. We're going to take it now, and we're going to simply drag it across, just like this. Just a few times. And this is going to hone the knife. It's not actually sharpening a knife, not completely. It's mostly honing it. It's bringing it back together so it makes it easier for us to chop. So now we're ready to chop our onion. Alright, so here we go. We're going to grab our onion. And what we're going to do is basically we always want to take something that's rolly and make it somehow flat so it's easier for us to work with. So we're going to grab our knife, remember how we hold it. We're going to take our left hand, and our left hand is always going to be conscientious of making sure the fingertips are curled down underneath. So we're going to hold it just like this, cut off that one end, cut off another. Now I've got something nice and flat, very easy for me. So this is a good tip. Always make sure when you're ready to cut through and hold something with your knife, especially something that may be tall or somewhat wobbly, take your left hand, hold it like this. Now you're able to rest your left hand on top of the knife and simply just push it down and you go straight through. In case you're wondering what kind of knife I'm using a Bob Kramer designed knife by Zwilling. Anyway, it's got a nice little rosewood handle. This is a 10-inch knife. So here we go. Now we've got a very easy way for us to see how we want to peel our onion. So we cut it in half. You just simply take the layers, just peel it straight off, and we're good to go. And do the same for both. Now there are a couple ways you can chop your onion, but I'm going to show you first a very quick and easy way to do it. You're going to take it and you're going to look for the root end, which is right here on this side. You always want the root end to face your left. So now you're going to grab your knife and hold it in, and we're going to use the curve of the onions as our guideline to know how to make these next few cuts. So I'm going to take my knife, I'm going to put the tip in, and then I'm just going to simply go all the way across, just like this. And notice how my knife is flattening up on top. And then as I start to go on the other side, my knife starts to go in the other direction. My tip of my knife is going down to the cutting board, but I'm leaving the back intact, so that it looks like the famous bloomin' onion. But this is still together. So now I've got my little pieces right there ready to go, and the next part is easy. I always want to make sure you have your fingertips down underneath, like this. And I find the safest way to hold your knife when you're using it is to always try to be conscientious of keeping the tip down. So when your tip is down, all you have to do is do a rocking motion. So you go down and forward, back and up. Down and forward, back and up. So here we go. This is what we're going to do on the onion. So now you're going to a difficult part. Harder to chop like back here. So just simply take it, make it flat. And then you can just simply chop around it, just like that. Walk back over. Simply get your onions back in a nice pile, just like this. Clean your knife off, and back it together, and you can go back over. And that is considered your rough dice. Alright, so now for another way to chop the onion. This is more of a classical way of doing it if you would learn it sort of in culinary school. This helps you have more of a precise cut. And so what you're going to do is you're going to take your onion, move back just a little bit. Always want to make sure that you're going to be conscious of keeping your knife flat. For most people it's hard because you're going to be like this. So what's going to happen is you always want to be careful when you're like this because you're more likely to make your knife off center. So I find if you back off the cutting board, have your hand off just a little bit, you're able to keep it more flat. Now with your left hand, what you want to do is you want to make sure you keep the onion in place. And the easiest way to do that is simply to put the palm of your hand down here with the fingertips up, and then you're able to look down and see exactly where you need to go. Now I'm not cutting through the back again. I'm just simply making these little thin layers. All right, so now I have these nice halves, just like this. Now I'm going to repeat exactly what I just did with the other dice. Take my knife, put it in, and make my little fingers all the way across, exactly the same way. And I'm ready to simply go across. Make it flat. Wipe it off, and there you go. You're all set. Got maybe a few big pieces in there. Classically, you would always take those and kind of just set those to the side. Most of your things are really nicely small dice. That's how you can get a classic small dice when you're chopping an onion. If you'd like to learn more about how to do this, please feel free to join us with our knife skills classes. We call it our fundamentals of cooking classes, knife skills. And basically, we show you how to chop an onion and so much more. We also talk about what kind of knives to buy, what sort of things to do to maintain it. And if you want more information, take a look here at our website, here at welldonecc.com, and we'll have a class schedule on there showing you when we offer our knife skills class every month. All right, thanks so much.